Good morning, everyone. I want to share a practice that is great for entraining yourself with the rising sun. So the sun is beginning to rise, and the first light is hitting the body and the mind and bathing the mind in light. So we want to entrain for staying calm, staying centered, and to strengthen the muscles of respiration, primarily the diaphragm, so that we can breathe through the fluctuating events of the day. The breath allows us to have a little space to have a positive response to the events of the day. And the events of the day are pretty haywire right now. So we need to trust our breath as a teacher and as a guide. We'll begin the practice with a comfortable seat. You can see here I'm sitting on a prop. You can sit on a pillow or a cushion, or sometimes you can sit like this with the knees close and the heels close. The key to the seat is to have the waist long and the chest open. This way, the lungs can do what is natural. They can contract through a fuller range. They can expand and contract through their natural range. So we'll begin by toning the whole vagal nerve, which runs through the entire center from the brain down into all of the organs, and from the organs back up into the brain. Take your right hand on the lower belly, and there's no sense of contraction here right now. If there's distension, that's fine. Let it be. And put the other hand up a little to the left of the chest bone here, where the heart is. Okay. And when we breathe, you can feel the whole cavity expand and contract. So the entire cavity, particularly the belly, breathing in, will expand. And as you breathe out, it may start to draw in. So we'll feel that for a few cycles together. So inhale, belly expands. Through the nose, exhale. You may contract a little bit and draw in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. A couple more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, next we'll do an even breath, and I will count this breath for a couple of minutes with a timer once we have learned or experienced the technical side of how to practice. This breath is called Ujjayi Pranayama, which means victorious breathing. And the mind is always hopping based on the stimuli from the outside world. And we call this the monkey mind. It's swinging from one thought to the next, kind of uncontrollably. So when we make our breath even in terms of the length of time we're breathing in and the length of time we're breathing out, it starts to settle down. It starts to have a detachment from the stimuli. We have space for our possibilities of responding rather than an automatic triggering response from the back of the head. So I want you to now change that pattern we started with and just take your fingers and below the navel, put some fingers here, the first four fingers below the navel, and create a subtle lift, a contraction. So tighten a little bit under the navel to the base, to the perennial body down here. You want to create a little lift and maintain that lift. But when you breathe from your navel to the throat, if the cavity is expanding and contracting, that is good. You want to keep that respiration and the muscles of respiration working in that part, but to create a little bit of healthy tension near the root where we want a lifting energy. So we can have a more awareness along the central channel, where there are higher associated psychologies based on each chakra or vortex of spin along the front of the spine. So again, tighten under the navel a little bit, and then put your hands here by the knees, palms down or up, and we will breathe through the nose. And then I will add a count of 4 where you will match me on the inhale and exhale. And we'll do this for about 2 minutes. And then we'll relax and see the result of that 2-minute practice. Okay, so sit up nice and tall and breathe in through the nose. Breathe out of the nose. Breathe in from the nose. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now match me. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 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 Stop controlling your breath. Keep still. Keep your energy inside. And let the breath just breathe you in its automatic pattern, its normal pattern, unrestricted, uncontrolled. And with your eyes closed or soft and relaxed, notice if your energy is beginning to shift already. Perhaps you feel a little more steady and grounded. In a moment, I will restart the timer for another 2-minute practice. And this practice is aimed at a longer exhale, which will strengthen the diaphragm, the primary muscle under the lungs that helps with respiration. The breath is a wonderful teacher and a healer, and it's with us at all times. And in a way, the breath is the king of the mind. It reins in the senses. If we just trust the senses, we will have our energy flow only outward. When we use the breath as a rein on the horses of the 5 senses, and we rein in the senses, we start to harness energy and consolidate that energy inside of us. This energy we call prana fills us with positive life force and can help us connect to our spirit, which is the teacher inside of our own heart. So we will breathe into 3 and breathe out to 6. Do your best to match me with this 3-count inhale and a 6-count exhale. And we will do this for 2 minutes, and then we will lay down on the earth for a little bit of rest before we face the events of the day. we are connecting to ourself first. So this makes us a better member for our family and community if we are connecting to ourselves first. Okay, so sit up tall and let's just begin with an exhale. And now match me through time. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop controlling your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out from your mouth. Breathe in from the nose. Breathe out of the mouth. And now breathe a normal breath. We'll meditate for 2 minutes. Let the breath automatically breathe your body. And as you sit here, you are sitting before your own self, honestly, without a mask, without anything to prove. You're not propping the image of yourself up in any way to anyone in the world. You're not defending yourself from any idea you might hold as a belief. And the thought may come, and just like an image on a movie screen, you don't judge that thought. You just let it hang there. And perhaps it falls away. And another thought might come and you don't judge, you don't attach to it. It just changes and you remain same as the witness, the seer. We'll sit quietly for 1 minute and then chant Om. Now bring your hands into a prayer by the heart. Tip your chin gently towards the heart. Let's take one breath together and then Om. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And for the syllable Om, breathe in. Om. Let's bow forward gently to salute the higher self, the pure mind, and the perfect emptiness. Namaste. Thank you. Okay. So this is a wonderful practice to do with the rising sun. Make sure you take a bath and clean yourself, and maybe take a tea before, so that you are awake fully and relaxed and present with yourself. And it's done at the edges of your own mind, at the corners of your own mind. There's no sense of perfection or judgment, just consistency and accessibility, and a relationship with who we are is the gift of a personal practice. Insight helps us to live more at peace and more in alignment with our true nature. You may join me here in my living room for practices Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. and a nice small community that's patching people in from all over the world, which is a gift of this technology we have and this time we are in. And you can just go to my website, ujjayi.com, to learn more about that stuff and resources that can help you with your mind, body, health, and connection. And I bid you a good day, and thank you for turning on, tuning in, and connecting to your true self.